Hey, how would you like to know the 5 biggest mistakes people make when it comes to building their business with sales funnels? And my name is Shaqir Hussyin. I'm the founder of funnels.com, and over the last decade I've built 3 different 8-figure businesses. So funnels and businesses that have done over $10 million each. So I know a thing or two about sales funnels, and I wanted to create this brand new series. By the way, if you like this sort of content, make sure you smash the like button and you subscribe to this channel so that you can get notified of all the other videos that are coming. And what I wanted to do is create a series of videos talking about the power of funnels, marketing funnels, sales funnels, how to create funnels, the reason behind it, funnels, why they're so powerful, why they're taking over the marketing world by storm. And almost every single smart business owner that I know of, whether they're running a $1 million business or a $100 million business, some cases even companies that are valued at over $1 billion, they're using sales funnels. So with that being said, in today's video, I want to talk about the 5 big mistakes. So let's get straight into it. The first big mistake people make when it comes to their sales funnels is that they are trying to talk to everyone versus just one person. So what I recommend to all of my clients and to you is, instead of trying to talk to everyone, especially when you're starting off, niche down, identify your ideal perfect customer, that prospect that you would just love to work with, and make a list of the things that you don't like to see in someone that could be a customer. So for example, you want a customer that can afford to pay you in full versus payment plans, or versus someone who's always looking for freebies, right? So that's a quality, and you want to list out these qualities on a piece of paper. Do this exercise because it will give you great clarity. When you do this, you're going to be able to craft a message using compelling copy that can attract the right people and repel the wrong one. So the first big mistake people make is that they're just talking to everyone. So using copywriting, you're able to dissect a specific type of person. So for example, in one of my sites, in one of my funnels, I have 4 business owners and CEOs that are stuck at the 6-figure level. If you're someone who makes less than 6 figures, you're going to be very turned off by that because it's not going to apply to you. But the people that are at that 6-figure level, they know that it's a consistent grind, that their income is up and down. It's like a roller coaster, right? And they're doing organic prospecting, and they're stressed out and they're just grinding endlessly. That 6-figure entrepreneur, my marketing will speak directly to them. Number 2 big mistake is that most entrepreneurs, they get into this thing of they just keep talking about themselves, right? And when you talk too much about yourself, then the person immediately turns off. And I want you to kind of keep this thing in mind, which is, what's in it for me? Your prospect, when they come into your videos, into your webinars, into your funnels, they're thinking, what's in it for me? So the best way that I've found to figure out and connect with someone and give them what's in it for them is talk about the big problems. If you think about this, right, I'm actually doing it right now. I'm creating a series of videos around the topic of funnels. And immediately I said, hey, here's the 5 big mistakes people are making, right? You want to immediately start off with a problem, because if you can start off and identify a problem that your marketplace is facing, then they're going to be in tune with, hey, this person understands me, let me give him or her some of my attention. Instead of talking about yourself, talk about the benefits that your presentation, your product and service will do for the prospect. Number 3 is really identifying that one ideal dream customer. And instead of, trying to appeal to everyone, you want to create almost like a map of who your ideal dream customer is, how old they are, where they live, how much money they make per year, what kind of jobs they have, what kind of experience, what kind of personality traits they have, what are the pains, frustrations, fears, ambitions. Because if you can have that, then your marketing funnel essentially will connect with that prospect, because you're going to go at the deepest level, which is the psychology. You're going to understand, oh, this is how that person is wired, and this is how I must communicate. And this is a big mistake that I see people make. They think that if they just make fancy funnels that look good and they don't focus on what actually converts a person from being a stranger into a high-paying client, that's a big mistake people make. So Make a list of your ideal customer avatar. It's the third biggest mistake I see. The fourth one is actually focusing on design versus what converts. Okay, now I know everyone wants sexy design and you want a funnel that looks amazing. And whilst that has its place, from spending millions of dollars of my own money in testing what actually works is usually the simple messages, simple pages that sometimes is not the best design. I'm not saying you should not have great design. I'm saying focus on the messaging and the copy, the problem that you're trying to solve versus having fancy images, fancy designs, because a lot of the times what happens is those actually hurt conversions. And what we want is we want the funnel to be focused with direct marketing principles, okay, interactive marketing principles, which is actually having someone take a specific action, not necessarily having someone come into your site and be like, oh wow, this looks pretty. Because most of the time that doesn't convert. So really be clear, you know, and again, you don't want to have a funnel as a pretty looking brochure, right? That's what websites are for. And those have their own place. But when it comes to funnel, you want to keep the messaging very straight. Make sense? Okay, the fifth biggest mistake is there is no follow-up system. Listen, 95% or even more of your prospects will not buy on the first go. So what do you have to do? You have to capture the leads so you can build an email list. An email list is really, after having a high converting funnel, the email list is your asset. It's the asset where you can build a lifelong relationship with your subscribers. And the reason why I have been able to build over 1 million email subscribers is because I've asked people, hey, give me your email address. And people have given, and throughout those years, sometimes it's taken years to convert people. Sometimes they go from stranger into a high-paying client in less than 24 hours. Sometimes it will take them years. I've had clients, like for example, this client of mine, Julian Gearing, he's been on my list for now more than 10 plus years. And I remember he became a customer of mine, I think back in 2010, 2011, long time ago. You know, he's spent literally tens of thousands of dollars over the years. And the reason is because my funnels gets people to give me their name and email address, or just their email address, so I can keep going and build a relationship with them. I promise, if you can implement and if you can just avoid these 5 big costly mistakes most people make in their funnels, your funnels is going to be in that top 5%. So if you like this series, make sure to give me a thumbs up or like or whatever. Drop a comment below as to what mistake that you're making and which one are you going to be fixing. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.